Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Namaskar. Good morning, everybody. Namaskar. This is Engineer Suraj Singh speaking from Bharat, India on this day, December 11, 2021, Saturday. मैं सूरज सिंह सिविल इंजीनियर भारत इंडिया से बोल रहा हूँ आज के दिन सुबह सुबह दिसंबर 11, 2021 शनिवार. टाइम इज़ 3:56 अर्ली मॉर्निंग, 3:56 सुबह सुबह. और मैं चल रहा हूँ आपके साथ बात करता हुआ, सड़क पे नहीं, ऑनलाइन. आई एम वॉकिंग विद यू, टॉकिंग अबाउट क्वालिटी, अबाउट प्रोजेक्ट्स, अबाउट सेफ्टी. एंड टाइटल ऑफ टॉक एज यूजुअल इज सिविल फील्ड इंजीनियरिंग लाइफ इंजीनियर्स, concrete specifications, of course contracts and quality, then construction designs, methods, contracts, etc., and disputes, whatever it is. Focus is on quality. Ultimately, destination is conclusive talk, or you can say intermittent talk, or you can say continuing talk. You can call whatever. Every day you think more and more. You may think today it is closed, that there is nothing as such to speak about. But next moment you find something else, because some other world waits for you, and that is material words. Material word, every word has different material, and every material has different world of its own. You have to realize this fact, and then you can say individual's statement of its personality, and that is as such. Are at yahoo.co.uk. You are most welcome to write if you are interested in this profession, or in knowing more about quality, or about safety, or about professional activities. I will be pleased to respond to you if I get that question, and if I have capacity to respond to that. It's therefore very important that we raise quality standards, which have fallen drastically, and it's not good at all that we are living in a world where we have lost stamina of quality. हम लोग नहीं चाहते कि क्वालिटी को और गिरने दें. हम ये भी नहीं चाहते कि क्वालिटी को उठाएं नहीं. उठाना आवश्यक, गिरती हुई चीज़ को संभालना आवश्यक है. बिकॉज क्योंकि अगर कोई चीज़ गिर रही है तो क्या करूं, मजबूर हूं. शायद आपको आवाज़ सुनाई ना दे कुछ समय के लिए, ये वीडियो जाम हो जाए कुछ समय के लिए, कह नहीं सकता, क्योंकि मेरे कंट्रोल से बाहर, नियंत्रण से बाहर ये सिग्नल्स. और धन्यवाद एयरटेल का इतने ख़राब सिग्नल्स देने के लिए. और क्या कहें, आई एम थैंकफुल टू एयरटेल फॉर प्रोवाइडिंग दिस रबिश सर्विस, बट देयर इज़ नो अल्टरनेटिव. There is no alternative. because what to do? We are interested in talking professional activities, life activities, general activities, because without involving these, we cannot we cannot say that we are on the right track. These are a must, and because I am talking to you through online, and because I am conversing with you, I am, you can say, conceiving through you imaginarily, and this process, this activity, of course, is called communication. I am not doing coordination at moment, I am doing only communication, plain communication, साफ रूप से संचार इंटरनेट के द्वारा, वीडियो के द्वारा. I am just busy in communicating to you at moment pertinent quality safety engineering approach which should be redefined every day, and therefore communication and coordination issues are very much important. These are very much, you can say, without which we cannot move. We have forgotten writing and we have forgotten reading. You can get messages every day, SMS, you can get many mails every day, you can get whatever information, but all are programmed. All are programmed and they leave it to computer to take care, which is very, very dangerous. Because if human is not involved in taking care, what does it mean? Simply you say no reply, you get mails from no replies. And you can get all programmed messages which got no meaning to personalize something. Personal attention cannot be attracted if it is not personal masses. Means something you have done, again you are reminded and reminded and reminded, and later on it is said that if you have done it, ignore it. It's very, very common. But it's like business, it's like commerce that you send to everybody, and your mobile is full of messages. What does it mean? It is nothing to do with you. You have done something already, and they call you. If you are not done, do it or ignore it. Means they made their life easy. Advertiser makes its life easy, but complicate your life. For nothing but calls, irrelevant calls. You are not involved in that. You have no demand for that, but they disturb you all the time. That's what I say. To easy business, to easy commerce, to easy activity of their business, they you can say, obstruct my work. They interfere in my life. As when I say my life, means it's everybody's life. I think something, they interfere, they divert my attention, and if I don't divert, maybe I feel some important message is there, important correction is there. So what to do? Means is this medium, this connectivity, this communication, rather than being optimally used for welfare of everybody, it is being abused by commercial world. They want to save their advertising people to come to you, and they just want to call you and finish their job. Maybe 100 out of 100 calls they get 10 responses and they are happy with that. 10% response or 5% response, they get business out of that. So they have just to say either record something and pass on messages on mobile, or they engage someone, some person to talk to people just by ringing on list, and this list are sold by every service provider to public, and they make money out of that. So that is what you can say. I really call it abuse of our system, abuse of people, a kind of unknown terrorism that disturbed. It's not that kind of terrorism, but intellectual terrorism, you can say. You don't want to do something, but they force you indirectly by reminding you all the time, and you feel irritated. This has happened. I cannot say that this is quality world. This is just, a kind of embarrassing and harassing world. Why should I be disturbed for nothing? I have a question, but nobody can answer, and unfortunately, there is no official control. Nonsense. No government दैट एवरीबॉडी इज स्लीपिंग. ऐसा लगता है हमारे देश में सब सो रहे हैं, स्वप्न देख रहे हैं, सोच रहे हैं सब कुछ अपने आप ठीक हो जाता है, भगवान अपने आप ठीक कर देता है. ऐसा सोचते हैं लोग. वो ये नहीं जानते कि आपके अंदर ही वो शक्ति है जो ठीक करेगी सब कुछ. लेकिन आप सोते रहेंगे तो ठीक तो नहीं होगा ना. ये बात तो समझनी चाहिए. हम प्रोफेशनल हैं, वृत्तिक हैं. अगर हम ये बात नहीं समझेंगे तो कोई नहीं समझेगा. हम पक्षी नहीं हैं, जानवर नहीं हैं. हम लोग सोचने की शक्ति रखते हैं, और सोचना है तो काम भी तो करना है जो सोचते हैं आप. नहीं तो सोच सोच ही रह जाता है. इफ़ यू थिंक ओनली, थिंक विल हैपन ओनली, थिंक विल डू ओनली इफ़ यू आर सीरियस. इफ़ यू आर नॉट सीरियस, think will not change anything. Think shall become further thin. We can say THINK is think, then remove. You can say remove THINK, think, remove K, so it will become thin. You want to work in thinology, you don't want to use thinking capacity. In that case you sleep. And in fact we have been sleeping. हम लोग भारत के सो रहे हैं, सोते रहे हैं और सोते रहेंगे, क्योंकि हमारी शान है सोने में, काम करने में नहीं. हम नकल मारने में तेज थे, तेज हैं, सुस्ताने में तेज हैं, तेज थे. बाहर से ले लो, ये कर लो, वो कर लो, हम ये सोचते भी डोंट. वी नेवर ट्राई टू इम्प्रूव आवर क्वालिटी सिस्टम, एंड इट कैन बी इम्प्रूव. देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दैट. It can be improved in very short time if government is serious, people are serious, and those manufacturers or those real estate builders and all those who are involved in this system, in these activities, they can do it within, you can say, within months it can be done. But there should be will, there's no will in construction, in production, in manufacturing, in services, in education, in society, in health. Everywhere this is like same. No quality exists and exists temporarily. I give an example. Say I changed battery of my laptop about in last September 2020. Of course, formally it was guaranteed, it is warranted for 1 year. All right, that's okay. And before that, when I got the original one, it worked for a couple of years, say 5 to 6 years. Then it stopped working or it started giving trouble. Okay, 5 or 6 years, okay for a battery of laptop. But last time when I showed to technician, this person said there's a change requirement of this battery. Okay, I allowed him and I paid money which is equivalent, I say 1800, 1900 rupees for just a minute. I was talking, sorry that I stopped because of since it disturbed. I was talking about my problem of battery. So what I did, I allowed it and he replaced it. Of course, not battery of same company but different one. And now it is about 18 months. No, not 18 months, 14 months since September 2020. Now December 11. For last 10 days, this battery has been showing its sign of lesser and lesser storage. And notice is coming a battery complaint that is 601, means it can't store, it's having very limited storage capacity. This means it is going to be replaced again. Now okay, your guarantee is for 1 year, that's agreed. But does it mean should it not work further? It's not first item. There have been many other items for me, with me, in many, you can say, if I bought, you can say I bought your UPS, it broke. I bought electronic oven, it broke. You cannot say that this item worked continuously for a couple of years and then it broke. If items work like this, It clearly indicates that there is a problem in manufacturing or in assembly or somewhere in production of whatever parts of these equipments. And that is very much understandable. We can say that quality system may be existing. You can say quality system exists on papers. It exists in books, but practically it doesn't exist, whereas quality is required everywhere and it is required in every activity in life, and engineering, of course, because engineering is leader of life. विदाउट इंजरिंग नथिंग कैन मूव। इंजरिंग के सिवाय अगर हम चलें तो गिर जाएंगे, क्योंकि इंजरिंग हमारी लाइफ को संभालता है। नहीं तो हमें डेजर्ट में रहना होगा, जंगलों में रहना होगा, ये हमको जानना चाहिए। जीवन ही इंजरिंग के साथ चलता है और इंजरिंग जीवन को चलाती है। और इंजरिंग का मतलब ये नहीं कि जो मैं सीखा हूँ वही इंजरिंग है। अगर नहीं भी सीखे होते तो इंजरिंग तो है ही, क्योंकि दुनिया, विश्व, सौरमंडल सब इंजीनियरिंग की देन है। हमारी इंजीनियरिंग ना सही, ऊपर वाले की इंजीनियरिंग सही। अगर हमें सही तरह से जीवन व्यतीत करना है तो इंजीनियरिंग की तरफ ध्यान देना होगा। व्यवसाय ना सही, सेवा सही, धर्म सही, आप धर्म कह सकते हैं इंजीनियरिंग को। जिस तरह से चिकित्सा विज्ञान भी एक धर्म में आता है, और बाकी सब क्रिएशंस की क्रिएशंस है। जहाँ ओरिजिनल सोच होती है, जहाँ आप कह सकते हैं जीरो से सोच शुरू होती है और किसी नंबर तक लेके जाती है, उसको आप कह सकते हैं, क्योंकि सोच आपकी नहीं है, सोच की शक्ति ऊपर से आती है। तो उसको आप प्रोफेशन कह लीजिए, आपकी आत्मा का कर्म कह लीजिए, कुछ भी कह लीजिए। यू कैन कॉल इट वट एवर, योर प्रोफेशन, योर सोल वर्क, योर ड्यूटी, योर वर्क लोकेशन, वर्क एरिया, you can call it whatever, doesn't matter. As far as your mind is used, your thinking capacity is used, your service is used. It doesn't mean you are making money or not making money. I'm not talking of making money. We can say safety, quality, and all these are very important parameters, or you can say words within words, domains within domains, which must be used clearly, officially, formally. Like we say in ergonomics, which is a method or which is subject or science, you can say what level of energy and what style of work you should do, what sort of pose you should do. You should use your energy to optimum requirement, not to waste that energy. We have to avoid wastage of energy, and that comes from ergonomical study. Even though it is easiest as well most difficult. For example, I'm sitting now, what pose I should, what angle should I have, my waist have with chair, and what pose should chair have, and where screen of my laptop or computer should be at what angle, it's upright or it's the angle, what should be distance between the screen and my eyes. All these matter. Same way when I walk, how should I walk, so that least energy I use and maximum distance I walk. And of course, because it's necessary to walk for my health maintenance, how many minutes I should walk, keeping in view my capacity, so that I don't feel excessively tired, and I should not also excessively sweet. So that is what we have to consider. That comes from understanding of ergonomic science. Ergonomics, you may say, it's a kind of study of energy that you organize. They should do work and use their energies to work, not to waste. Of course, we talk, we walk, we speak, we enjoy. This happens, but we work also. So we can say quality, safety, health, environment, etc. are all linked with, you can say these are all interconnected. If you don't care of safety, we can't take care of quality, because both are linked. If you concentrate on some item, on some activity, You shall do it better than if you just ignore it. And okay, I'll do it, no problem, I have enough time. I will improve sometime. Many days have gone, so I'll add something to it. And particularly, I say I try to reiterate about quality in relevance to engineers and not quality engineers alone. Because first position is that engineer itself is called quality person. If engineer does not has it doesn't have any quality, engineer doesn't have any quality, I cannot say that engineer is perfect. Engineer should be born with quality. Born means from university. An element of quality must be inculcated in mind of engineer, but this is only this only in theory. Engineers do not learn any quality while in university. I don't know reason behind that, because we have a system, or they only say okay quality. They don't understand what is quality. Really, our education system is not confined, is not tuned to that level of understanding where mind should be quality one. We just want to pass examination for sake of certification and not really enjoy learning quality. I can say quality learning is an entertainment in life. It should be taken that way. If I take quality as a boresome or burden, then I think I cannot learn. And quality means we should have something described for everything. If we do not specify, or you can say if we do not particularly elaborate how to do something, what is way, specific way, what is particularity of doing, what are parameters of that, what should be parameters, we should not exceed those, or we should achieve those, or more than those. You can say it's all nothing but it's only quality description. Quality doesn't mean you should say all time quality, quality, quality. No. It should be further expanded in terms of specifications that we generally call on contracts or on whatever else material or substance or items or articles we procure, we buy. Some technicalities are involved with that, and those technical parameters are generally termed as specifications, or in other words you can say that specification gives detailed quality requirements only, not delivery. And when you get those items, item, and there will be so many excuses by manufacturers, okay, I am giving you so much warranty, and behind curtain of warranty quality falls. There is no requirement of warranty if your product, if your good is really good, because your product is not good, it's only named good. Quality has gone somewhere else, in ignorance, in carelessness of those independent workers or those individuals who least bother, who maybe they bother, but due to whatever circumstances of heavy production requirement, you have to deliver so many items every day, or you have to assemble so many items. They are more interested in quantity delivery rather than quality delivery. You may call it quality less quantity. Less quantity or more quantity, you have to decide, provided quality is not impacted upon. And if quality is impacted upon, you may deliver 10 times of requirement. It's nothing but rubbish. It's a scrap, not even salvage. And all engineers, because they are really responsible, no manufacturer can manufacture whatever engineering item, any engineering item, without association with or without involvement of engineers. And if engineers do not take care, who can take care? I do not know. Life is based on engineers, and engineers are very practical. They should be practical, and they are not practical. I can say it's a problematic. It is problem, you know. It's problem, and problem is not accepted. We have to realize these facts in life. Why to worry about that? Now, every day we talk of this, and I'll come back to quality file. We have here concrete file, that is called concrete specifications, and of course this is of international repute level. This was used in Qatar, or you may consider it like it is used in whole Gulf countries or at international level. We have to learn international or national, that is another question. But engineering materials are all worldwide applicable. It may be our country or America or some other country. We have to consider these points, that that concrete is concrete. For example, we take concrete. Concrete is such a material that should be in control of engineers, and you can say promoters or builders, or this is such a material which common public cannot understand directly. They can see it, they can recognize, yes, it's concrete. They understand concrete, that concrete is a material. Concrete is a material. They can see it is included, and they know that it's a part of structure. This means it's a part of their home as well, because everybody has home, or everybody has true intention to own such home. Means somewhere they are linked, everyone is connected, everyone is connected to concrete. हर व्यक्ति कहीं ना कहीं कंक्रीट मटेरियल से जुड़ा है, जब से वो पैदा होता है तब से जुड़ जाता है। सच्चाई है ये, सच्चाई हम नहीं मानेंगे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। When somebody is born generally in nursing home or in hospital, and that hospital is concrete. If you are not born in hospital, you are born in home, even then your home has some concrete. When you walk on road, there is some link to concrete. And if not cement concrete, there may be bituminous concrete. If you walk on platform of railway, this is concrete. If you go to see whatever place in world, somewhere there exists some concrete. You can say concrete is like you take tea every day, you have to use concrete every day. Concrete is that. Other meaning of concrete is solid, reliable material, or reliable effort. We can say your efforts were very concrete, you can say. Oh, your question is very concrete, solid question. We can say that. But here we are talking of material. A ingraded material, a material has sand, stone, water, and we mix it in certain design proportion for some moments, for some minutes, and we can say this mix is result. This mix is certain result, and that certain result, this mix certain result, and that certain result is concrete mix, wet concrete mix, or you can say a fluid concrete. That fluid concrete or liquid concrete or drav concrete is used for construction. If it is not used, it solids, it becomes पड़ता है. Compression means दबाव. You must have compressor. You shall have compressor. There is compressor in your air conditioning unit. There is compression in your fridge. So many compressions are available in mechanism, in life, in machines, and this concrete can tolerate compression. This is general property. It cannot take tension. In our technical language, concrete cannot take tension, and for that purpose steel bars, or we call it steel reinforcement, and generally common people may say steel rods. Okay, steel rods, steel bars, you can call it, it doesn't make any difference. Steel is used to give properties to concrete what it misses. It gives you those resistance to forces like tension force that concrete cannot take. That is only difference. In plain language, you can say if we use concrete material in combination with steel bars, both give you use for every force successfully. That is concrete, and we usually call it in very ordinary language to reinforced cement concrete. Reinforced cement concrete means it has been inculcated, it has been given that force also which is originally missing in this, and that force is given through steel reinforcement. So that is purpose of steel. For that, and there is construction for that. It's very brief explanation, and this results in engineering material. You can say RCC is engineering material, concrete is engineering material, steel is engineering material, and of course something is added to that, and ingredients are cement, sand, aggregate or stone, water, and then many supportive materials, or you can say like cement is a material which is not original one. It's a mix of limestone and silica and many chemicals. Same way, concrete is having many materials as I said, and also it has many more improving materials, admixtures, and also supplementary cementing materials. So there is so much in that, but we are talking here ordinary, and we are also dealing with its specifications. and subcontracts. How we can achieve that? Because everybody cannot understand technology of concrete. They may call themselves contractor, they may call themselves whatever you can say, promoters or builders, but they don't have any input contractors or builders or promoters, though they don't have that capacity. I'm calling, I'm doing work, and they call for what early morning, I don't know reason. Okay, you keep on calling, I don't care. So my dear, concrete cannot be disregarded, just like you can say health treatment is, you cannot disregard that. Concrete is very much live element, though it is hardened, and you can say it has set and hardened, but it starts working only after hardening. Once it is hardened, it starts giving you service, and until it gets strength, it cannot serve. So there is a creative life for concrete from time you have all materials you mix and to time when it can start taking certain loads. And we usually call in ordinary concrete say 28 days time, and in other concrete we can say 56 days or say 2 months that it can give you service for resisting all these loads and forces. So there is a gap here. You can say that concrete takes 1 to 2 months, or you may say couple of months to start giving you service. It doesn't give you service manufacturing time or it is producing time. It takes a time and then gives you excellent service. That is difference in all other productions. No product is available anywhere that can take so much time in being ready to serve you. That is a point of very important. We don't even take care of that, and its explanation is required. You may not know it, but it's required like that. You may say, no, I cast concrete today on my slab or lintel, and tomorrow I can go up and stand on this. Yes, you can do that. It happens. You stand on that, but that is not service of contract. That is just you are standing because there is formwork on which this concrete rests are supported, and you walk on that. It's on system of formwork you are standing and not on concrete, because concrete is under curing. It shall take time, and you know that you put water on that. Reason maybe you do not know, because you are not told. Everybody does not know reason. They say, okay, we are doing curing. Why we are doing curing? Maybe they are not clear about that. But that is only reason I am here to share this elementary knowledge with public, because elementary knowledge is very significant, and not only for public, also for educated people who are linked to engineering or work in engineering. All these, we have to learn primary elements first. Why car we use? For moving, for movement, for mobility. So why concrete we use? For engineering mobility. If there is no road, your car cannot move, your vehicle cannot move. If there is no road, you may not be using any traffic. If there is no footway, maybe you don't like to walk. And it's very excellently or expanded so much, even engineers are not updated properly because of various reasons. Technology moves very slow from one country to other country. Every country has different natural materials. It's not necessary what stones I have here in my country same stone is available in another country, there can be variations in quality, and that's the reason that all metals are tested all over the world and properties are different. And we have to use those properties only which comes after testing. And therefore quality is also different. Quality is linked to, quality controls are linked to original strength of materials, and then it is uniformly decided what to do, what not to do, how to use it. And same way various classes of steels are used, and various types of contracts are installed or used to get work done. It's vast work. Construction is not one person job. Maybe other trades have one person's reliability, but in construction, which people say illiterate people work, I don't accept this sentence. Illiterate people work in other sectors, that's why they don't deliver quality. But these people who are not very much educated, if they are guided little, they are trained little, they can do wonders. Because they cannot play with quality. If our workers, they can't play with quality, it is supervision that plays with quality. Workers cannot change quality. Whatever resources are available, whatever information is available, it is used by supervisors, by engineers. Worker has nothing to do except doing physical activity. Whatever quantity of cement is to be added, whatever quantity of chemical is to be added, and how this work is to be done, this is all method requirement. Of workers, that is in hands of those who handle those workers. So I should say I can't blame workers because they just work. It is higher level of workers, engineers and other engineers and design engineers and working engineers, site engineers, they all are responsible. I know that design engineers they intend to leave responsibility to site engineer, and site engineer leave to some other engineer, I don't know which engineer. So joint responsibility does not exist. There is no coordinated input from these people. Everybody says I am a specialist, and what specialist they are, I can't. So what is meaning of specialization there? And in last talk we had some discussion on concrete, and I just remind that what we talked. Advantageous. We have to understand this. What is the difference between cement and cementitious? We all know that cement is very ordinary material, and generally we call it Portland cement. Name is Portland cement because of other reasons, location where it was first started. But cement is also not natural. It's having two components mainly in this, that is limes and silica. And lime and silica you can say are original materials or natural materials. Cement is a product of that. Now whatever quantity of cement we add in concrete mix, that is called original description, original design. But because technology has moved very fast, बड़ी तेज़ी से तकनीकी ज्ञान चेंज हो रहा है, हुआ है. हम सीमेंट को खाली सीमेंट कहते थे पहले किसी ज़माने में. ये ओपीसी है, ओपीसी नाम है उसका, ऑर्डिनरी पोर्टलैंड सीमेंट, और हम उसको मिक्स करते पहले वॉल्यूम मेजरमेंट में कह देते थे भाई कितने की सीमेंट, कितने का आपको कंक्रीट चाहिए. मसाला कहते हैं वर्कर्स, 1 2 4 या इतना इस रेशो में चाहिए. उसकी अपनी अपनी स्ट्रेंथ होती है. इट हैज़ गॉट इट्स ओन स्ट्रेंथ. लेट अस से इट वाज 1 to 4 समटाइम्स. 1 सीमेंट to sand and for stone aggregate. Times when it was volume measurement of proportioning, and later on it changed to weight measurement of proportioning, and still weight measurement is dominant, and varying classes are available with giving concrete different powers, different parameters, different strengths. कंक्रीट को अलग अलग शक्तियाँ देने के लिए दबाव की अलग अलग तरह से क्लासेस हैं। पहले हम उसको वॉल्यूम में मेज़र करते थे और अब हम उसको वेट में मेज़र करते हैं हर इंग्रेडिएंट को कंक्रीट के, और कितना पानी डालना चाहिए वो भी उसमें मेज़र होता है। उसके बाद सीमेंट चेंज हो गई और मटेरियल डाले गए इसमें। सीमेंट वाज later on changed and we had, based on research, many other materials we cannot call ingredients, we can call them different chemicals or with what using water. Aggregate, or you can say stone chips and sand, are उसको हम यूज़ करते हैं पानी के साथ, और उसमें जो भी सैंड होती है, जो भी सैंड और पत्थर होता है उसको मिला के पत्थर बना देते हैं सबको सीमेंट के द्वारा, और उसको हम कहते हैं सीमेंटिंग, दोनों को जोड़ देना। और आज सीमेंट के अलावा उसमें और भी मटेरियल्स आ चुके हैं, उसको हम कहते हैं सीमेंट के बाद के मटेरियल, सप्लीमेंट्री मटेरियल, सप्लीमेंट्री सीमेंटिंग मटेरियल कहते हैं उसको हम। एंड उनके नाम जैसे मैं आपको बता देता हूँ इन्फॉर्मेशन के लिए, उसको हम कहते हैं ऐश, फ्लाई ऐश। उसका नाम है टेक्निकल PFA, पल्वराइज्ड फ्लाई ऐश, ऑर्डिनरी कह लीजिए आप, फ्लाई ऐश। सिलिका फ्यूम्स या माइक्रो सिलिका, जो सिगरेट के धुएं से भी कम साइज़ का होता है पार्टिकल। सोचिए, मैं कह रहा हूँ सिगरेट का धुआं या स्मोक कह सकते हैं आप, धुएं का जो पार्टिकल साइज़ है उससे भी कम साइज़ होता है माइक्रो सिलिका का। सिलिका का छोटे से छोटा साइज़ आप कह सकते हैं माइक्रो सिलिका वो है। और भी हैं कई मटेरियल, ये 3 मटेरियल मेन हैं, फ्लाई ऐश, GGBS और माइक्रो सिलिका। ये सीमेंट के साथ यूज़ होते हैं उस OPC के साथ जिसकी हम बात कर रहे हैं, दैट OPC which you are talking. Nowadays these materials like fly ash, like GGBS are used along with cement, but we do not increase quantity of cement. Cement coefficient, cement unit of quantity remains same, it is not changed. For example, we say we have to use 300 kilogram cement in this mix of 1 unit cubic meter. This means we will not change that one. We will say, okay, we replace 25% cement and use PFA or fly ash, or we use 70% GGBS in this mix. Means 30% cement we use and we use 70% GGBS. So we can say हमने replace कर दिया उसको सीमेंट की क्वांटिटी को, we have replaced cement quantity by GGBS और by fly ash. हमने सीमेंट को वहाँ से निकाल दिया और उसकी जगह ये मटेरियल डाल दिए। क्यों? Reason is that because when we use these materials There is a stage when these materials become cement itself. They do same purpose as cement does, and if they use independently without cement, they won't do that work. This is only difference. Means cement can be replaced by GGBS, by PFA, but if we do not use cement and only use them, in that case they cannot get cementing properties. So we can say a replacement of cement can be done by using GGBS or fly ash or a combination of both, or you can say a combination of all these three. You can say PFA plus GGBS plus microsilica. We can use them in certain combinations, and then we can say it's different mix, it's different concrete, and that can be done. We can say I'm talking of fresh concrete, and that's the reason I'm talking about this. To change properties of concrete means we can delay setting time of concrete, and we can also delay hardening time of concrete, but ultimate strength that we obtain remains same, unaffected. So हम ये कह रहे हैं कि अगर हम सीमेंट को कम करके ये चीज़ें डाल देते हैं, सीमेंट को हटा के GGBS वगैरह लगा देते हैं, तो हमारी कंक्रीट डिफरेंट मिक्स बन जाता है। थोड़ा टाइम लगता है सेटिंग होने में, ज़्यादा लगता है टाइम, अच्छी बात है, आपको टाइम मिल गया। वाइब्रेशन आपकी देर लगा दी वाइब्रेट करने में, तो टाइम है आपके पास, और थोड़ा उसको सेट होने में टाइम लगता है, थोड़ा पक्का होने में भी टाइम लगता है, तो कोई बात नहीं है। लेकिन क्रैक्स कम आते हैं और ये आहिस्ता आहिस्ता सेट होती है, तो इसका पानी भी कम उड़ेगा। क्यूरिंग आपको ज़्यादा लंबे समय तक करनी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि पानी उसका ज़्यादा लंबे समय तक उड़ेगा। कई बातें आ जाती हैं जिसमें उसके बेनिफिट भी हैं, और थोड़ा सा नुकसान ये है कि टाइम ज़्यादा लगता है। कोई बात नहीं है, टाइम ज़्यादा लगता है तो, लेकिन थोड़ा टाइम लगा भी दिया कोई चीज़ के लिए जो कई सालों तक, कई दशकों तक काम आएगी आपको, तो मैं नहीं समझता कि 4-5 दिन, 7 दिन, 10 दिन ज़्यादा लग भी गए तो आपको नुकसान होगा उसमें, मैं ऐसा नहीं मानता। So that's what I say, where adequate workability is difficult to obtain at maximum water cement. I explained what is cementitious, that was reason for this. मैंने आपको परिभाषित किया कि cementitious क्या होता है। So it is where adequate workability is difficult, to obtain at maximum water cementitious ratio. Allowed use of plasticizers or water reducing admixtures may be considered. Alternatively, an increase in cementitious content may be considered, where this shall not adversely affect durability of concrete. और इसमें दो पॉइंट्स आपको मिल रहे हैं, एक सीमेंटिशियस मटेरियल मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया, और एक है वर्केबिलिटी टर्म, एंड दूसरा है ड्यूरेबिलिटी ऑफ कंक्रीट। ये भी समझने की आवश्यकता है, क्योंकि आप जब तक इसको नहीं समझेंगे आपको कंक्रीट का मतलब समझ ही नहीं आएगा। वर्केबिलिटी बड़ा सिंपल शब्द है, हर इंजीनियर समझता है, हर बच्चा समझता है इंजीनियरिंग का। वर्केबिलिटी क्या होती है? वर्क किसकी एबिलिटी? यहाँ बात हम कंक्रीट की कर रहे हैं, तो कुछ नहीं, बस कंक्रीट की एबिलिटी। कंक्रीट किस तरह अपना काम करे, कर तो हम रहे हैं, लेकिन हम कहेंगे कंक्रीट काम कर रही है वहाँ पे, क्योंकि कंक्रीट ने किसी भी मोल्डिंग में जाना है, किसी भी शेप में जाना है, और उसकी हम तैयारी करते हैं, शटिंग बनाते हैं। वैसी आप कह सकते हैं कंक्रीट एक मटेरियल है जिसने वर्क करना है किसी मोल्ड में जाके, किसी शेप में जाके, और वो वर्क का मतलब है जब तक उसको हम वहाँ डालते नहीं हैं, पोर नहीं करते उसको, कंक्रीट को उस मोल्डिंग में, उस फॉर्म वर्क में, तब तक उसको वर्क नहीं कहा जा सकता। और उसके अंदर डालना ही काफ़ी नहीं है, उसको कॉम्पैक्ट भी करना है, उसको वाइब्रेटर भी लगाना है, जिससे उसकी पूरी डेंसिटी आ सके, उसमें खाली जगह ना रह जाए। कंक्रीट की डेंसिटी आप जानते हैं 2300 से 2400 किलोग्राम पर क्यूबिक मीटर होती है। 2.3 to 2.4 टन, मे बी 2.4 टन यू कैन से, और 2 विद स्टील इट इज समटाइम्स 2.5 टन्स। आप एवरेज 2.4 टन्स या 2400 किलोग्राम, 2400 किलोग्राम पर क्यूबिक मीटर ले सकते हैं। उसको पाने के लिए हम उसको वाइब्रेट करते हैं, उसको कहते हैं कंपैक्शन। ये जो स्टेज है कंक्रीट को मिलाना, पहले मेज़र करना रेशियो में, फिर मिलाना पानी के साथ अच्छी तरह से, और उसके बाद उसको उसकी शेप में डालना। उसकी फॉर्म वर्क में डालना। ये जो प्रोसेस है इसको कहते हैं वर्केबिलिटी। अगर ये प्रोसेस हम आराम से पूरा करें, जिसमें कोई भी प्रॉब्लम ना है, वाइब्रेशन की ना है, डालने की ना है, जाएगा या सीमेंटिंग मेटल के साथ कितना जाएगा, उसकी एक रेशो है, लिमिट है, वो हम क्रॉस नहीं कर सकते। वी कैन नॉट क्रॉस दैट लिमिट ऑफ वाटर in relation to quantity of cement or cementitious materials. That is design problem. We cannot exceed that. अगर हमने उसको बढ़ा दिया पानी को तो फिर वो स्ट्रेंथ कम कर देगा। ये अच्छी बात है समझना कि इसे वर्केबिलिटी कहते हैं। कंक्रीट की वर्क करने की एबिलिटी, या हम उस पर किस तरह से आराम से काम कर सकते हैं, उसको हम वर्क एबिलिटी कहते हैं। वी कॉल इट वर्क एबिलिटी। हाउ बेटर वी कैन डू दैट इफ़ वी कैन इजीली डू ऑल दिस प्रोसेस फ्रॉम मेजरिंग एंड रेशोइंग ऑफ वेरियस इंग्रेडिएंट्स ऑफ कंक्रीट एंड देन मिक्सिंग। तो आपने दूसरे में भी तो पैसा दिया, आपका पैसा डबल लग गया लेकिन काम उतना नहीं हुआ। वही बात इस ड्यूअलिटी में है। आपने अच्छा मकान बनाया, अच्छी कंक्रीट लगाई, तो आपको उस टाइम तो नहीं समझ आएगा कि ये बड़ा खर्चा हो गया भाई, इतना लग गया, इतना सरिया लग गया, इतना सीमेंट लग गया। आपके हिसाब से खर्चा हो गया, लेकिन आप ये नहीं सोच रहे कि आपने पाया क्या। अगर आप क्वालिटी से काम करेंगे, कराएंगे, तो आपका पैसा अच्छी तरह लगा और सही लगा, क्योंकि आपने उसका रिटर्न ज़्यादा लिया जो आपको समझ नहीं आ रहा। तो बाद में समझ आएगा जब कंक्रीट ख़राब हो जाएगी जल्दी और आपको ठीक कराने में पैसे लगेंगे, या वो ठीक ना भी हो। उसको रेट्रोफिटिंग भी कह देते हैं, रिपेयर्स भी आप कह देते हैं। ज़रूरी नहीं कि वो सही हो, कुछ सही होगी कुछ नहीं होगी, लेकिन अगर आपने क्वालिटी से काम किया, अच्छा डिज़ाइन किया, कराया, तो वो पैसा आपका ज़बरदस्त वापस आता है। तो हम क्या कहते हैं इन इंग्लिश, वेयर एडिक्वेट वर्केबिलिटी इज़ डिफ़िकल्ट to obtain at maximum water cementitious ratio allowed or permitted, use of plasticizers or water reducing admixtures may be considered। use of water reducing admixtures, हमने पहले कहा यूज़ ऑफ प्लास्टिसाइज़र। प्लास्टिसाइज़र का मतलब होता है थोड़ी प्लास्टिक बढ़ा देना, उसको थोड़ा पतला कर देना बिना पानी डाले। हम पानी भी नहीं डालना चाहते उसमें, बल्कि पानी घटाना चाहते हैं। ऐसा होता है, हम चाहते हैं जो पानी का डिज़ाइन है, पानी कितना होना चाहिए, हम उसको और भी घटाना चाहते हैं। उसके लिए केमिकल्स आते हैं, प्लास्टिसाइजर्स। अगर वो नुकसान नहीं देते, कंक्रीट की प्रॉपर्टीज़ को ख़राब नहीं करते, तो हम कुछ रेशो में वाटर रिड्यूसिंग एडमिक्सचर डाल देते हैं। या आप कह सकते हैं कि आप ये नहीं डालना materials different like the admixtures etc, and then we can say cementitious contents। सीमेंट की क्वांटिटी होनी चाहिए, उससे ज़्यादा भी आप नहीं डाल सकते। कुछ लोग कहते हैं अरे ज़्यादा सीमेंट डालती तो अच्छी हो गई, मजबूत हो गई, जैसे सीमेंट कम डाली तो ख़राब हो गई। सीमेंट कितनी डालनी है कंक्रीट में, ये कंक्रीट डिज़ाइन के ऊपर है। आपके हिसाब से कहने से तो आप मान लीजिए कहते मैं 1000 किलोग्राम डाल देता हूँ जी, कुछ फ़ायदा नहीं होगा उसका, बेकार है वो। अगर आपका पेट 3 रोटी ले सकता है और 6 खा जाएंगे तो क्या होगा, सोचिए। आपका पेट खराब होगा, हजम नहीं होगी, आपका पेट चल सकता है, मोशन आ सकते हैं, या आपको गैस